Hi. So I've got this hour that I'm cruising out to LA, and I just want to talk this through. I want to figure this out. The original purpose of the Department of Children and Family Services was a noble cause. The original purpose of the Children and Family Services was a noble cause. It was originally developed, it was originally organized so that if families had a need, if families were in distress, if there was problems in the family, that the department and then the courthouse downtown, Ed Edelman's Children's Court downtown, that the families of LA County could go and have social workers, social workers could come in and say, "Hi guys, what's going on? How can we serve you? What do you need? Do you guys don't have the resources to get a bed for your kid? Well, we're going to help you with that. We're going to point you to where they have extra beds, and we're going to give you the finances to take care of that, and we're going to help you in your time of need." Well, it was almost like administrators in a public school. I've been around long enough and I taught long enough to know that principals in the public school, their job was to be coaches, to be supportive, to be cheerleaders for the teachers, to make sure that the teachers had everything they needed. You need chalk, you need books, you need to have a ruler, you need to have some backup for these kids that are sometimes acting a little bit out. Well, I'm here for you. And my job is to be your cheerleader. My job is to be your coach. My job is to help you. Well, DCFS and the principals of America's schools have run away from their original mission. The school principal now is there to be a critic. The school principal is there now to find fault. The school principal is there now to be the sheriff, to be the CIA, to be the FBI, to be the man, to be the heavy, to cause pain and agony to all the teachers at the school, to make sure the teachers at the school are fearful and they realize that they could be fired at any moment. They could be sent down to the teacher's jail just for a mere allegation that whatever happens, they're gotta go, bye-bye. And the principal really could care less about, really the less teachers that are on the staff, the less work for the principal. The more teachers are in teacher jail. Look at me. I saved the children. I protected children. I protected the children. Well, I think the Department of Children and Family Services would have a similar stance, a similar modus operandi. The DCFS workers today, they also want to claim that they're protecting the children, and yet at the same time they don't come in and say, "Hi, how's it going?" There's a few bad apples in the bunch. Did I mention those bad apples that are in the bunch? Yeah, there are bad apples in the bunch. And so rather than the Department of Children and Family Services recognizing that once in a while there's going to be a bad apple, once in a while there's going to be a liar, a cheater, a thief, a robber, rather than the department recognizing that some people are just bad people and they need to be disciplined, they need to have their kids taken away, they need to have order and common sense brought to their chaotic homes. Now the department has gone too far. Somehow or another, the department feels as though they need to stop all human evil, all human errors, all human contact. They need to make sure that everything is 100% guaranteed. No way in the world is anything ever going to happen to kids. Kids are going to grow up in a perfect world with no sin, no grief, no agony, no no parents who do anything other than do a perfect job at being parents. And that's wrong. There are no parents that are going to be perfect parents. Now, I'm not saying that every parent is going to be abusive and neglectful and harmful. No. But accidents are going to happen. Parents are going to fall asleep at the switch. Parents are going to say things they didn't mean to say. And children are going to make it through these tough times. And yet, the department's lost their vision for how to protect and serve the children. The Department of Children and Family Services. Family services. That means they're going to help the family. They're not just there to protect children and help children. They are there to serve mommies and daddies, uncles and aunts. They're there, or aunts, as the phrase goes. We, as community members, need to speak up. We need to perhaps go to our congressman. We need to be able to have whoever it is. There must be somebody who's over the Department of Children and Family Services, and get action, get response for the children, for the families, for the moms and the dads. Because when there's a rogue agency who refuses to listen, refuses to be patient, refuses to be kind, refuses to be reasonable, they're just on this mission. It doesn't matter what you throw in front of them. It doesn't matter how much you explain to them what's going on. No. We know. It doesn't make any difference what you say or do. They are just hell bent on no. Remember we had that saying, there's a bad apple in some of the bunches. There's a bad apple in the bunch. Remember that? We talked about that. Well, according to the department now, they've turned it all around. There's a good apple in the bunch. There might be a good apple in the bunch. There may be a good apple in the bunch. So rather than assuming that there's a bunch of good apples and there might be a bad one, now we assume that all the apples are bad and there might be a good one. And sorry everybody, but we're all going to have to be treated like bad apples. We're all going to have to be treated as rotten apples. We're all going to have to be treated as criminals and robbers and evildoers, because there might be someone out there that is like that. Are you kidding me? Nope, that's what it is. The Department of Children and Family Services in Los Angeles, California, LA County, California, treats every single parent, every single family as if they're all bad apples. They treat them all as though they're felons. They treat every family as though they're some sort of evil afoot. And they don't believe anybody in the family. They don't believe that there's any point in keeping children with their parents. Better to just ship them off to some stranger somewhere that they think that are going to be better. And I got to tell you from personal experience, my son, he was off in some foreign home, and within a day or two of being in the home, his eye had been slashed open. And a lack of care is what I attribute it to, because he was in my home for 6 or 7 years without any injury of any kind. Is the injury he got. He never had a big cut near his eye. He never had any flesh wounds. He was a well-rounded young man who never had anything like that. Well, a day or two out of his mother and I's care, and he's got this stab in the eye. It's like, I just was like, are you kidding me? And the people who were in the neighborhood where he was were threatening him, and you just absolutely just mind-blowing. The ignorance, the stupidity, the jackassism, and I used to, when we started this process, I thought, well, you know, yeah, it's just a friendly little agency. They're just going through the neighborhood, just checking on the little boys and girls, and there's no problem. It's going to be okay. That's how I started this process, because I knew that in our family there was no issue. In our family there was no issue. There was none. Yes, we had a person who was drinking. We had a person who was sometimes less than kind, and yet we were dealing. There was never any ongoing harm to any member of the family. Challenges, yes. Difficulties, yes. And yet, no ongoing horror or harm. And now we have a situation where there's not only ongoing horror and harm, but we are shaking our little heads and going, what in the blazes is going on? Why is this department doing this? What is the department doing? And why are they doing it? And why are they forcing us to make choices which are against God, against country, against reasonable measures? And the team members that are fighting are just like, we have to surrender. We have to just have to fight another day. We're just going to have to, oh my God, 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 oh my God. There's too much to battle. It's going to take years. It's going to take months. It's going to take a long time. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I'm sitting there going, are you, there's a crude phrase for this, but are you joking with me? It's not going to take months or years or weeks. Pothole on the road ahead, they say. I'm watching. Somebody alerted me a pothole on the road ahead here. So I'm looking. Let me just see if I can. Boy, oh boy, I don't know where that is. But I'm out of time. I think this will be it for today. I've voiced my opinions. I've given opinions, and I believe that God is a good God. I believe that Jesus does love us, and I believe that the Lord will bring redemption, healing, and unity to my family. I believe it. He needs to. He must. He assembled us together as a unit, and we need to stay together as a unit. That's my prayer. Amen. Amen. You get the number 1-213-713-8954. 8954 green@att.net. On the Twitter, Mr. Bob at BobBomb8954. And of course, you're watching Bob's Daily Devo here on YouTube, where we're talking about the original purpose for certain organizations and groups, and how they go awry. The pendulum swings, and it goes too far. People go too far awry. They go too far off the mission, and We need to address that. Amen? Amen. I hope you and I will keep our mission in mind. Our mission is to love God with all our heart, soul, mind, and strength in respect and love. Amen? Amen.